Celebrating almost 17 years serving the Canadian eye care professional community, Breton Communications launches the premier world-class magazine Envision Seeing Beyond, as well as the French magazine En Vue Voir Plus Loin. Martine Breton, CEO and publisher of Breton Communications, shares her insights about exciting changes in the eye care publishing industry. Hi Martine, it's so wonderful to have an opportunity to interview you, and may I say you just look lovely today.
Thank you.
I mention your fashion sense because really in looking back at your publishing career, would you say that the optical industry has complemented your own personal sense of style?
Well, eye care is a medical and technical field, so it's always a priority to report on the latest advancements, but fashion is the fun side of it. So I love the opportunity to collaborate with premier fashion designers and to also showcase Canadian designers.
So what is the history here? Why the eye care profession? How did your career evolve?
It's a long story, but I'll try to make it short. In 1986, I started as a sales rep for a company called Publidition. They used to publish trade magazines, which they were publishing already Coup d'œil from the Board of Dispensing Opticians of Quebec. But foremost, they were also publishing optical directories. Then it was Optique Quebec, Optical Ontario, and eventually came also Optical West. So there were three directories that in '94 we decided to put all together into one. So the directories always incorporated the list of all the practitioners across Canada, opticians, optometrists, ophthalmologists, and ocularists. And we also had the list of all the suppliers by type, by brand, by everything. So I've been, when I bought the company, because it's funny, as some people say, you would say, oh, I love the company so much, I bought it. That's pretty much what happened in '94. So I bought all the database at the same time. So I was ownership of the intellectual property of these lists. So since then, these lists have been updated every year, all the time. I have a full-time lady on that. And so our database is so accurate, it's the best database in Canada.
So I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you a very straightforward question. Why did you launch 2 new magazines?
Well, I've been very heavily invested in the eye care industry, and it's been my passion for the last 25 years. So my years of experience as the official publisher of different trade publications, such as Coup d'œil with the Quebec Board of Dispensing Opticians, Vision magazine and La Revue with the OAC, has drawn me to think that the future of eye care is in the collaboration of all eye care practitioners. So ophthalmologists, optometrists, opticians, optometric assistants, ocularists, optical retailers, and all the staffs and managers are all distinctly different careers with a very strong commonality. My new magazines harness that denominator, and they bring the key messages for the industry suppliers to this large and diverse group of eye care stakeholders. I wanted to offer a product with a wider range of practice that could have even an international flair. As the publishing contract with the OAC was coming to an end, I saw an opportunity to reinvent myself. Et voilà! Envision Seeing Beyond and En Vue Voir Plus Loin were born. And these are truly my babies. I'm very proud of my team for making this come through and this come to life. We also launched the first digital magazine in the field of vision for the more technically inclined readers. The Envision Seeing Beyond and En Vue Voir Plus Loin paper copies and digital formats have been very well received.
So now you have launched Envision Seeing Beyond and En Vue Voir Plus Loin. How are they new, different, and innovative?
The logos are modern and futuristic looking at the same time. This was a purposeful and thoughtful design to evoke the feeling of the future of the eye care. The cover design of the magazine is rich looking. It has a heavier stock, perfect bind, It quite differentiates itself from any other publication in Canada. So both English and the French magazine's names start with the same three first letters, ENV, and both names are synonymous. And vision and en vue both mean to picture in the mind, to imagine, to foresee, and both slogans attached to their titles mean the same also, seeing beyond, voir plus loin. Both names want to capture one's imagination of the future of the optical industry.
And it reminds me, there's a great saying, and it goes something like this. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. How does this apply to your career?
My everyday is filled with endless opportunities of providing top-notch editorial and advertorial content to a very diverse group of eye care professionals. But today, they are the culmination of over 25 years of experience. My contribution with the OAC was a rewarding experience, but my present is focused on a completely new direction.
So I promised the viewers today that you were going to spill some industry secrets. Can you give us a sneak peek of what we can expect in 2012?
In 2012, the magazines will have new optometrists and ophthalmologists joining the writing team. We'll be focusing on leading and influential women in the industry. That will be quite exciting. We'll be helping to develop key practice and management tips to fight against the growing loss of market due to the internet ascension. We'll be providing in-depth statistics profiling the entire Canadian industry. That will be closer to the end of the year. But the most important is that, in fact, we'll be offering a real professional trade publication to the optical market in finding ways to envision and see beyond the simple day-to-day activities of this profession.
Thank you, Martine, and thank you for sharing your story. You heard it here first, folks. Martine Breton has a brand new magazine gaining lots of traction with readers and industry supporters. Visit us at www.bretoncom.com. Thank you.